beautiful people, and welcome back to another I Tell Eats and Treats video where we prioritize health and longevity. Today's intro is going to be kind of short. I'm very lazy and I don't want to take out the camera because I'm tired, but I just want to show you all a couple of unique, creative, well-seasoned and delicious high raw vegan fall or autumn, depends on what country you're from, recipes. These recipes, as I said, are all high raw vegan. They have a lot of fresh fruits and fresh veggies, good for the gut health, good for our bodies, good for the planet, and they all use seasonal products. If you're interested in more fully raw vegan recipes, you can go ahead and check out my fully raw vegan ebook with over 60 recipes. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into the video. So we're starting off today with some not so delicious but very good for our body wellness shots. I always love to say we can take disgusting putrid shots of like Ray and Nephew as Jamaican people. We can take shots of vodka, we can take shots of whatever it is that other people in the world like, but why we can't take shots of ginger and lemon and turmeric and a whole heap of good things that make our body feel good on the inside? Why can't we take shots of things that make us feel amazing the next day and don't give us a hangover? Especially with fall, autumn coming, that means that cold and flu season is also approaching. Consuming things like this to help boost our immunity are so important during this time of the year. I'm using my amazing Cuvings Auto 10 Plus juicer, which is the sponsor of today's video. Thank you so much to Cuvings for sponsoring today's video. I'm absolutely in love with this juicer. I've been using this juicer for the past 2 years. It has never once disappointed. I use it to make nut milks, I use it to make smoothies, I use it to make cold pressed juices and so many things. Their customer support is amazing and their products are such high quality. This juicer is also a juicer that is a cold pressed juicer, so you are able to get your nutrients in this are able to last so much longer than they would last if you were making a juice in a blender or if you were using one of the high speed juicers. If you're interested in any one of their juicers, they come in many different price ranges. You can go ahead and check out the link in the description and use my code ITELLEATS because it will give you 10% off. Let's go ahead and get into the next recipe. Oui. Now, I like to consume this sorrel tea. It's like a sorrel herbal tea. It's not like regular Caribbean Jamaican sorrel because we put sugar in it and we'll also put like other things in it like ginger as well. But I'm using the sorrel flower. Please keep in mind, sorrel is different from hibiscus. But not talking about no hibiscus. I'm talking about sorrel today, okay? This does wonders for period cramps, for menstrual cramps. And I'm also combining it with other incredible herbs like fennel seeds and red raspberry leaf for a nearly painless period. I'm using about 1.5 teaspoons of each to 2 cups of water.
Open my eyes, I slept through the day, feeling uneasy, I push it away. Last night was fun, don't feel like today. Let's do it again, let's go on a date. 'Cause tonight I'm gonna take you out and live the...
This section is not as seasonal because I'm using frozen wild blueberries, but here's your sign to grab some frozen fruit because a lot of times they have more nutrients than like the fruit in the fresh section would have because they're flash frozen at their peak. But do you want to know what else is seasonal or important in every single season? Good gut health. So I'm gonna eat my yogurt bowls every single day. This yogurt is from a store called Trader Joe's. It's about $4 and it's made from a base of cashew milk.
Rich people dreaming. Rich people dreaming. Rich people dreaming. Might be the gin that's gone to my head. Gone to my head. Feeling so busy, don't want this to end. Want this to end. Living the moment, I just wanna dance. Just wanna dance. Pull up my card and swipe it again. Cause tonight I'm gonna take you out and live the dream that we've been talking about so we can.
Alright, so let's go ahead and get back into our seasonal stuff. Today we're gonna make a nice pumpkin smoothie. You can feel free to boil some pumpkin and freeze it for your own self, but this is some organic canned pumpkin from Trader Joe's and I'm using it for my smoothie today. The recipe is very simple and it will be linked in the description box. Oh, also look at this cute little pumpkin we get from the store. I love decorating my space for different seasons. It really helps me feel all cheery and merry.
Rich people dreaming. Rich people dreaming. I wanna celebrate and have some fun tonight. I wanna show you all the lavish things in life. So raise a toast for all the good times that we'll have. It'll be like the movies, be like the movies. Rich people dreaming. Rich people dreaming.
As I told you all, I'm really not playing about my gut health. I'm very serious about consuming all my pro and prebiotics, especially as a person that eats a whole heap of vegetables. I want to make sure my gut is nice and happy and healthy, and consuming more probiotics really helps my stomach to feel more at ease and more calm. I'm topping this off with some dairy-free coconut whipping cream, a little sprinkle of pumpkin spice, and I'm gonna enjoy this protein shake. Let's go ahead and get into the second meal of the day. I love some butternut squash. Butternut squash I think is absolutely incredible. It's so delicious and the flavors pair well with so many things. So I'm gonna go pair this with a little bit of tofu. There are so many different types of tofu to use. You can use tofu made from fava beans, which is soy free. You can use tofu made from chickpeas, which is soy free. You can use tofu made from soybeans, which is soy free. You do you. You use the tofu that you want to use. Alright, I'm gonna season this up, put it in the air fryer for a little bit so it can get nice and crunchy and toasty, and I'm gonna go ahead and prepare the base of my salad. So some of the star of this show is going to be some vegan feta and some apples. This is called a fall harvest salad for a reason. I'm using like different fall or autumn flavors, and watch me struggle to get this little bottle of artichoke hearts open. I really love the taste of artichoke hearts and I love to put it in my salad. Everything worked together so well. I put some hemp seeds, I put some pumpkin seeds for extra protein and omega. Of course, the vegan feta added such a nice creamy taste. I added my protein in my vegetable, aka my tofu and my butternut squash. Today my dressing is going to be some coconut aminos and balsamic vinegar. This was so incredible. Surprise, surprise, I am adding even more probiotics by adding some vegan kimchi. I've been loving vegan kimchi in my salads lately, and yeah, it's been so delicious. So I shared this next recipe on my Instagram story the other day and a lot of people really loved it. Basically, I got some pumpkin gnocchi from Trader Joe's. We have to thank Trader Joe's for a lot of the recipes in this video, honestly, because I found a lot of really good stuff there the other day. So I wanted to pair the pumpkin gnocchi with a nice homemade sauce. So I'm making my own homemade creamy marinara sauce, because in a lot of places you can find creamy marinara sauce with like milk and stuff. And of course, when on milk, when I take milk from the titty of no cow. So I'm using coconut milk to make this creamy, using a mixture of Roma and cherry tomato. I let my friend try this and they thought it was literally better than store-bought. This was so good and the aroma was incredible. For a bit of extra protein and some filling, and to make this meal a tad bit more filling, I decided to pair it with half of a vegan sausage. It's actually a soy-free vegan sausage and I love this company. And I chop up some scallion straight from my garden. This meal was like something out of a cookbook. It was just so incredible. I decided to pair this with one of my favorite Olipop flavors, which is basically a healthy prebiotic soda made with real ingredients and herbs such as marshmallow root. Thank you so much for tuning in on today's video. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye!